YOLIHAIRKUTZ, and my name for some of you, my friends and family, call me Martha, and some of you know me as YOLIHAIRKUTZ, which is my native name, which I'll get into eventually one of these days. But I wanted to come on here and say welcome. I started this podcast as an attempt to bring some value and build community with you. These are trying times and things are really weird right now, right? So I just thought it would be a cool opportunity to join you and share some of the stuff that's happening in our great city. I am born and raised in Chicago. I have been blessed to have survived the urban, right, environment that gets talked about so much in the news and media outlets. So I am a product of the foster system. I am a product of CPS, and I am a product of public institutions. So here I sit before you, and we'll be sharing about that eventually soon too. I did major in urban public affairs at the University of Illinois at Chicago. Shout out to my UIC alums and those who are currently there. I am a first generation American. I feel hesitation when I say that word because I don't like that word. It's contentious to me. And I am female, although I do identify as queer, meaning that I don't really just see myself as female energy. I see myself as female and male energy, and we can talk about more of that later, future episodes. But that's a little bit about me. I am very Chicago proud. I grew up mostly in Humboldt Park, so you will hear a lot of stories about that neighborhood. And I grew up around, I would say, the surrounding areas, but I did mostly live in Humboldt Park. And I then moved out at 18, and from 18 to 28 or so, I lived in Pilsen and the Lawndale area. So I'll be talking about the north side, the south side, and everything in between as well. I have a lot of great stuff for you, and I'm just really excited to be taking this leap, right? Because a lot of the times we want to wait for everything to be perfect, and it's not perfect, I know, but I'm here, and I'm here to share this moment with you, and hopefully this new journey is awesome for both of us, right? So with that being said, I wanted to jump into my first topic, and this is just a springboard of thoughts today. But my first topic is mostly about the new year. It's a new calendar year, so that's kind of exciting. We made it. A lot of us are still jarred, I would say, by the experiences of 2020. However, it was a transitional year, and it continues to be. And so not only from an astronomical perspective, political and social, but I think personal as well, because we learn to build ourselves from a chaotic situation that basically unraveled the fabric of a lot of people's reality. And that's hard. That's hard to cope with, especially with things changing as rapidly as they are. Job losses and all that. I experienced job loss myself last year, and that kind of propelled me to do this as well. So I know many people were not fortunate. Many people lost their lives, and it's very, very frustrating, very sad, right, to experience and see it firsthand. And so my condolences, first of all, to all of you who have lost someone in this past year, whether to sickness or not. And we keep all those who have gone to the other side in our memories in a good way, right? Those who deserve it, right? Because not everyone deserves to be remembered in a good way. So, with that being said, it's been a trying year, but again, we made it. So I'm really glad about that. And here we are. It's beginning of January. A lot of us are being told to make resolutions, don't make resolutions. My perspective is it's always good to goal plan, but to pivot, right? They talk about this idea of the journey and all of this. And I think that's very important to consider. And sometimes you need to pivot your journey and bring in new opportunities and apply life lessons as they become available to you. So I think in that sense, I'm very grateful for that lesson personally. Um, and so I began my year not necessarily with resolutions because who knows what's going to happen this year. However, I did begin this year with taking some time to make some personal mental health inventory. What that consists of is scaling down my productivity so that my emotions and my actions can become tandem so that I can make those one skill and then be able to grow from that. And so it's not a resolution per se, but it's more of a path, a journey. And so I invite you for this year to really think of your resolution as a goal that you will probably have to pivot, and that's okay. So make sure to be clear with the vision, with the purpose, with the intention, but also allow yourself the space to flourish and flounder, you know? Um, so, yeah, if you have any resolutions that you made, or if you disagree and you think we should have resolutions, go ahead and comment below. Share your thoughts with me. These are my personal observations. I think that for me, the last year has been interesting, as I'm sure it has been for a lot of you. However, the way I've coped with it was to focus on clear visions and objectives. And so, just to bring it back full circle, here we are. And that is why I'm here with you. So, I want to take this time to wrap it up. And thank you for joining me in my first episode. I know it's really just an awesome time to just begin this journey together. So this is my resolution, is to continue this journey, this platform with you, so that we can build community, we can talk about things. I'm going to bring on special guests and such. And I'm going to share with you more about my world in Chicago because I love my city. And I'll be damned if they tell me I ain't going to live in it. So here we are. La lucha sigue. Make sure that if you're in the Chicagoland area, book your haircut appointment with me. I am a mobile stylist and barber. I also do hair consultations if you're interested. I have a website that can link you to all my social media accounts, so make sure to follow. You just go to linktree.com/YOLIHAIRKUTZ, and you can search for me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter under YOLIHAIRKUTZ. So again, my name is Martha Yolititzkiani, YOLIHAIRKUTZ, and thank you so much for joining me today. It was truly an honor and a pleasure. Love you. Bye.